As a small business, it is essential to develop a social media content calendar. Content pillars are the foundation for such a plan and help ensure that your messaging remains on brand and focused on topics that are important to your customers while continuing to feed your goals. Content pillars create structure to guide you in creating content that resonates with your target audience. They also inform what type of content should be created and when it should be posted throughout the week. By having specific topics that you'll focus on, such as customer service, product launches, industry news, you can easily craft engaging social media posts tailored to each pillar while keeping up with current trends and topics relevant to your followers. In this video, we will explore why having content pillars is so important for creating successful marketing campaigns, and I'll provide you with tips on how to effectively select them for your own business. Let's go. What are content pillars? Content pillars are important for a social media content calendar. Content pillars help ensure that the message you send stays focused on brand. They also help decide what type of content to post and what types of topics that your followers will actually like. Content pillars can include customer service, product launches, industry news, and more. When choosing content pillars, it's important to consider what topics or themes that resonate with your target audience. Think about what interests them and how they interact with you. Also take into account the current trends in your own niche and industry. Why is it so important to have specific content pillars? In today's digital age, content is king or queen. It is essential for any business that wants to be successful and stay ahead of their competition. But having a content strategy can be one of the most difficult parts of this process. How do you know what topics to focus on? What should you create in order to maximize engagement for your audience? The key is to have specific content pillars, or basically areas of focus, that your business focuses on when they're creating content. These content pillars act as the foundation for your strategy and help you create more focused and relevant content. By having specific content pillars, helps businesses stay organized and consistent. When creating content, it's important to maintain an overall theme or topic across all platforms. By honing in on specific topics that your audience cares about and needs more information on, it will ultimately make it easier for them to find the answers they need from you. Content pillars will also help businesses produce better quality content. With research and dedication, companies can become experts in their own topics, and rather than trying to cover everything under the sun related to their industry. With a narrower focus comes better opportunities for optimization and improvement over time. Additionally, when customers know what to expect from brands in terms of their output and messaging, loyalty will often increase, meaning higher engagement rates and return from your customers. Overall, focusing on specific content pillars allows organizations to capitalize on their strengths while staying true to their goals and values. This not only helps brands tell a compelling story, but also makes creating content simpler, as you don't have to worry about coming up with brand new ideas out of the box every week. They just have to focus on developing different perspectives within their own predefined niche. Different content pillars and how to use them. Content pillars are the main topics that make up the focus of your content marketing. They should be chosen carefully to ensure they are both relevant to your target audience and in line with your overall brand goals. Here are a few examples of content pillars and how to select them effectively. Storytelling. Storytelling is a powerful way to engage readers and build an emotional connection. It can be used to share experiences, create compelling characters, and bring ideas to life. When choosing storytelling as a content pillar, it's essential to ensure that you have stories that will resonate with your audience and are consistent with your branding. Educational information. Educational content can be a great way to build trust and establish yourself as an expert within your niche. If you want to use educational information as one of your content pillars, make sure it's useful for the reader rather than just providing information for information's sake. It should provide clear value to those who are reading it. Inspirational content. Inspiration and motivation can be valuable tools for content marketing. particularly if you want people feeling positive about whatever product or service you're selling. Be careful when selecting inspirational content though. Make sure it doesn't come across as too hokey or trying too hard. It should feel genuine, even if it's meant to goad people into an action somehow. Valuable tips and tricks. Providing readers with tips, tricks, and advice can be a great way to offer them tangible value while simultaneously boosting loyalty by making them see you as an authority on the subject matter at hand. Just make sure any tips, tricks, and advice provided is actually useful and accurate. Otherwise, you risk damaging both your credibility and relationship with the readers if they find out that what you shared isn't really helpful. By taking the time to choose the right content pillars for your business, you can create strong bases for building relationships with customers and strengthening your brand loyalty over time. Now that I have my content pillars selected, how do I use them? Once you've selected your content pillars, you can start to assign them to posting days in your social media calendar. This can be a great way to ensure that you're consistently sharing quality content while also creating a recognizable brand voice for your brand. For example, on Mondays, you could be dedicated to sharing storytelling content with stories of customer successes or brand stories behind the product or service. Tuesdays could focus on educational information about your industry trends and topics related to your product or service. Wednesdays could highlight inspirational quotes from industry experts or success stories from other brands. Thursdays may be devoted to giving readers valuable tips and advice on using your product or service. And Fridays could be set aside for fun content such as memes, polls, quizzes, all related to your brand. By following a consistent pattern like this, you can make sure that the different types of content that you put out are spread out evenly throughout the month, helping keep followers engaged both week after week and month after month. When you know what type of content you need to push out each week, it makes it easier to plan a full month of social media content ahead of time that also fits with the goals of your business. What to keep in mind when planning your content calendar. Incorporating content pillars into your social media marketing plan can be a great way to create a consistent brand voice and ensure that you're consistently providing value for your followers. When planning out your content calendar, here's a few things that I want you to keep in mind. Plan ahead. It is important to plan ahead when it comes to your content creation, especially if you're using multiple content pillars. Map out what type of content will be shared on that day and make sure it's tied back to the overall messaging of your business. Monitor and adjust. Keep an eye on how different types of content is performing throughout the month and make adjustments if needed. Maybe certain topics are resonating more than others. Maybe certain stories need more time than anticipated. Be flexible when needed to ensure each post is as successful as possible. Leave room for exploration. Don't forget to leave room for exploring new types of content or trying something fun and different. If one type of post isn't getting engagement, try tweaking it or mixing up the format next time, or just abandoning it altogether and trying something new. By keeping these tips in mind, when creating your content calendar, you can maximize the effectiveness of your social media posts while maintaining consistency with your brand messaging by building customer loyalty and trust over time. Content pillars are an important tool for small businesses looking to create an effective social media content calendar. By incorporating content pillars into your plan, you can ensure that you're consistently providing value and creating a recognizable voice for your brand. Planning ahead, monitoring performance, and leaving room for exploration of new types of content can also help you maximize the effectiveness of your social media posts, while also building customer loyalty and trust over time. Content pillars give small businesses the structure needed to create a successful social media content calendar that promotes their product or service and maintains consistency with their messaging goals. I hope this video equips you with all the knowledge that you need to create your own content calendar and select your own content pillars. If you like this video and you'd like to see more content like this, you can click the video that pops up on the screen. Also, make sure to subscribe and like this video if you'd like to see more content like this. Leave any content ideas in the comments below, and I will see you next Wednesday. Bye, friends.